YouTube says it can delete your account if you're not commercially viable. I'm going to talk about that. So let's get right into it. Basically, what's going on here is that some of you may have noticed that recently, if you're on a desktop and you go into YouTube, or if you go to YouTube on a desktop computer or a laptop, you may notice that it pops up across the top of the browser and says, "We are changing our terms of service on December 10th, 2019." And basically there have been some speculations going around that what they're going to do is if your YouTube account and your channel doesn't have a good subscriber count, doesn't have a lot of views, and you're not really making money, if you don't have the capabilities of making money from YouTube because you're not one of these big time YouTubers that have a large fan base and a gigantic following and they're making money from YouTube because of what they do. There are quite a few people, myself included, that our accounts will be permanently removed from YouTube. Do I think that they will do it? Absolutely not. Because personally, if YouTube were to do something like that, they would plummet, right? Out of all the YouTube accounts there are on YouTube, that YouTube has, only about 4% of all those channels are commercially viable, meaning they make money, they have a high subscriber count, and a high following, so they get a lot of views each time they upload a video. The other 96% of people aren't commercially viable. They don't make money with their videos. They don't have a lot of subscribers. They don't get a lot of views on each of their videos. So what YouTube is trying to do is they're trying to delete each of these accounts. Here's the problem that I think is going to happen. If YouTube does this and you have 4% of the channels on YouTube, which are millions of channels, if they leave those 4% of people alone, they don't get rid of their channel, but they get rid of all the other 96% of channels, they get rid of them all, what's gonna happen to these 4% of people who actually have commercially viable channels? Because they're being deleted, all these subscriptions that they had made with their account, if their channels go, so will their subscriptions to those people. And that will just lead to a chain reaction of events that will happen where if these 96% of people go away, their subscriptions will go away as well with these channels who have like millions of subscribers and thousands of views each video that they upload. They will start to slowly diminish and become non-commercially viable, just like all the other 96% of people were before the change of terms, before the change in the terms of service that YouTube will be updating. Will it happen? I don't know. That's my thought process, okay? So now let's jump in here to this article here. And I found this this article that popped up that was 2 weeks ago it was posted, right? But coming from Mashable, the title, of course, YouTube says it can delete your account if you're not commercially viable. If they do, it'll be a complete shitstorm, apparently. YouTube may terminate your access or your Google account's access to all or part of the service if YouTube believes in its sole discretion that provision of the service to you is no longer commercially viable. So like you don't have the same amount of views or subscribers that YouTube wants you to have in order to make money off of them. Hence provisions. Coming from Kizume on Twitter on November 8th. They said YouTube is updating their terms of service on 10 December 2019. It presents an awful possibility for the future of creators on the platform. It seems they will be able to terminate your channel if it's no longer commercially viable. Okay, whatever. As written, these broad terms give YouTube the power to delete a creator's account if they upload or live stream video that, for example, doesn't pull in enough advertising revenue. YouTube viewers aren't in the clear either. Notice the terms are worded to cover anyone who has an account, not just content creators. The language used can mean that a user who looks at lots of content but doesn't necessarily monetize their videos, or make videos for that matter, can also have their account removed. Coming from Christian Miracle, whose Twitter handle is @MiracleMan, he says, YouTube has new terms of service on December 10th. This basically says that if channels don't make enough money, they will possibly terminate them. Great. Looks like I fought to the very end, but now I may be close to losing my livelihood, losing my passion, my audience, and my, well, let's just see here. Haha. And so it looks like YouTube replied back to this guy's tweet saying, to clarify, there are no new rights in our terms of service to terminate an account because it's not making money. As before, we may discontinue certain YouTube features or parts of the service. For example, if they're outdated or have low usage, this does not impact creators or viewers in any new ways. Whoever this team YouTube is, and you know what? This could be some fake-ass frickin' YouTube Twitter account that somebody created just to spread around fake news like this. Who knows? For example, an account that starts creating white supremacist content can certainly be deemed as no longer commercially viable. However, the wording could be more explicit in defining what the update means. It should also be noted that the terms specifically state the company can terminate a user's Google account as well. As written, a YouTuber can lose their Gmail, Google Photos, documents, and more just for no longer being commercially viable on the video platform because YouTube partially owns Google. So if they get rid of your YouTube account, then maybe they might as well just get rid of the Google account that is associated with your channel. It's a bunch of bullshit. If they do that, there will be rioting for sure. Why would there not be? These people want answers. This guy, Liz Ryerson @Elaguro, tweeted, online content creators need to unionize or this will continue to happen. Replying to Kazume. He also replied, he said, note that if you have 100,000 subscribers, YouTube will let you use their studios in LA. It's a completely different lane for people who are successful on these platforms, and a lot of the people who have been successful on YouTube have got it from doing reactionary garbage. Channels with more than 10,000 subscribers are able to use YouTube studio space for free. They can go to LA or the local YouTube office that has creator studios in it and film frickin' videos for absolutely nothing. Well, YouTube, you got it wrong, boys. You got it wrong. You shouldn't be doing that because then you're losing your money. They're just getting free rights from you guys, basically. And you're losing your own money. You're giving your money away, letting these people come in here for no price. You're just basically giving away your money. It says, in 2018, the company changed its monetization policy, shutting out many smaller creators. Small channels that are eligible for monetization have increasingly higher standards to abide by than the bigger channels did when they were starting out. It says, Mashable has reacted out to YouTube for more information, and we will update this post when we hear back. Update, November 11th, 2019. A YouTube spokesperson provided Mashable with the following statement. We made some changes to our terms of service in order to make them easier to read and to ensure they're up to date. We're not changing the way our products work, how we collect or process data, or any of your settings. Another update came in, said a YouTube spokesperson has sent Mashable additional information that was included in a tweet from the company. There are no new rights in our TOS, capital T, lowercase o, capital S. If this was somebody from YouTube, they wouldn't abbreviate the freaking words. They would just tweet it out. BC, because they abbreviated because into BC. Again, nobody in their right mind, if they're tweeting something coming from YouTube, why the hell would they abbreviate it? Why? Why would they abbreviate it? I don't get it. Please pardon my French as I say this, but I think YouTube's trying to fuck us. Because if they weren't, they wouldn't be saying shit like this, saying, oh, we're going to delete your channel if you do not make money from us. Or if your channel is filled with content that we do not deem right. I can understand if it's like a channel that is like super racist, like the white supremacy thing or whatever. I can understand that. That is definitely reason to delete an account, because nobody should have to see that on YouTube. Nobody. It's ridiculous. Nobody should have to see something like that. Why must they be putting stuff like this out saying, oh, we're going to delete your account with our next terms of service update if you cannot make it under our commercially viable list? Don't get rid of people's accounts, YouTube, because if you do, there will be backlash. So YouTube, I say this kindly, and I don't mean to disrespect you guys, because I love watching YouTube. If you get rid of my account in 2 weeks on December 10th with your updates, with your terms of service, I'll basically just stick a big middle finger right up your you-know-what. You get rid of our channel, we say goodbye to you. Does it make sense? Because I hope it does. Suck it up, YouTube. There will be channels that you guys cannot pay, that you guys don't pay. But that doesn't mean that you have to delete it completely. Including mine. Because people won't like it. Get it through your guys' heads. People will not like it. But you want to go and screw them over. Even if they don't have enough things on their channel to meet your standards. You're screwing them over and giving the advantage to everyone else. You're going to go down. You're going to go down. And you're going to go down hard. Your servers will fail. YouTube will cease to exist. What happens if you guys can't keep up with it? Because you're paying too much money to all these other people who can actually be paid by you. Shit's gonna hit the fan, YouTube. And I hope people from YouTube, I hope you guys are listening to everyone else who's making these videos about it. Because it's true. Everyone else who's talking about it, they're stating true facts. If YouTube doesn't like this, that we're all doing this, they're just a big bunch of wimps. If they can't take this, they can't man up themselves. So, YouTube, I hope you're watching. To everyone who else is watching this video, thank you for understanding. Thank you for watching. And you know what you got to do. Like the videos. And subscribe. Hit that little bell button. Hit that little bell icon next to the subscribe button. You'll be notified every time I upload. Every single time. It's as easy as that. You know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment. Check out the merch. I'll put the link in the description or whatever's. I'll put the merchandise link in the description. I'm out of here. YouTube, I hope you're watching, because if you are, take it seriously, guys. You don't want the ass end of this problem. You don't want the bad end. Trust me, you guys won't last. Good night.